Okay, welcome everybody to 7 Days to Die with the same difficulty and zombies always run. I'm an old guy gaming, and tonight we're going to continue on with our build of our estate. And we're also going to do a little bit of mining probably a little later on, and maybe we'll go on a loot run too. We haven't done a bona fide loot run in quite some time. For those of you who follow my YouTube channel and have been following my Let's Play series of 7 Days to Die, I have a confession to make. Well, it's not really a confession. It's more just information. So basically, last night I recorded episode 59 in the Let's Play series. And when I got done with that recording, I noticed that, first of all of my game sound was missing from that recording. It was just not there. And obviously I didn't realize that while I was in the process of recording. So, that really sucks. So I figured what I would do is, okay, well, since you could still hear my narration, my voiceover, I figured, well, I'll just add some background music and we'll go with the video and, just make the best out of a bad situation, right? So I threw some music in, did all the editing and all that stuff like I normally would do. And then, put the video into the encoder, into Adobe Media Encoder, and started running, and then I went to bed. When I got up in the morning, it had errored out, and apparently the video, one of the source files was corrupted. And so I kind of fought with that for a little bit to try and figure out what the problem was, tried a couple different things, looked online for solutions, and I just couldn't get the damn thing to work. So I figured, well, screw it. I'm not going to spend more time trying to get that to work. What I'm going to do is just kind of show everybody what I did in that video, and then just move on from there. Because I'd rather spend, my time making new content and playing the game than, trying to fix a video that's not working. So that's basically what happened with that. And why, if you're wondering why I haven't come out with episode 59 yet, well, that's it. So we'll come out with a new episode 59 later on. But for tonight, because I do stream on Tuesday nights, we're just going to go ahead and stream 7 days and just continue the adventure that way. All right, so we got that out of the way. There's two major things that I did in that video last night. The first thing, well, not the first thing, but one of the things I did is I came over here and I built this mine. Now, this mine is right on the border of three biomes. It's on the border of the wasteland biome, the burn biome, and one of the forest biomes. So that way I can go down and get the three major components that I need for ammunition. In the wasteland biome, underground, the predominant ore is nitrate. Okay, so I can get nitrate from the wasteland. The predominant underground ore in the burned biome is coal, and the predominant underground ore in the forest is lead. So those are the three components, of course, that I need to make ammunition and shotgun shells in particular. So we created a new mine. And at some point, we're going to come back here and do a little bit of mining and get some of that stuff. I can't do it right now because I've completely filled up in my inventory, so I have no room to start mining right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop on the bike and we're going to head back to the estate. And we're going to spend a little bit of time in the first part of the stream working some more on the mansion. And then we'll come back here later and do a little bit of mining. And then, like I said, the tentative plan is to do a little bit of looting towards the end of the stream. So that's kind of what I have on the agenda for tonight's stream. So let's head on back. I am going to grab that lead, though, because I already have some lead in my inventory, so I have room for it. Let me get my auger out here, and let's pop this lead here. Because we're all about making as many shotgun shells, buckshot as we can, and we need tons of lead for that. See if we can pop Farmer Brown here. Oh, just die, will you? Goodness. Okay. I'm also jonesing for bones because I used all of my bones up to make glue. And I did make quite a bit of glue because we need glue to make paper. And so, I wouldn't always stop and harvest a Z, but I'm going to try and do that as much as possible so I can build my bone supply back up so I can make even more glue. Alright, so let's head on back. We're going to skirt the edge of the wasteland here. I don't want to go through it because we'll probably get blown up by a landmine. And we'll head back to the ranch and continue work on the estate. Do I have a spot for meat? I do now. Always good to grab meat whenever you can, so you can make plenty of meat stew. And bacon and eggs, all that good stuff. Okay, thank you, sir, for your bones. We'll keep our eyes peeled for more animals on the way back. And let's see, it's day 95, so we'll have we have till day 98 until the next Horde Night. Oh, this is a cave here, so I'm gonna turn and go this direction. I've already been in that cave. There's nothing in there. Not anymore, anyways. I don't remember what I originally looted out of there. But we're all set, you know, as far as the base itself goes. If you saw my video for Horde Night 91. Highly successful Horde Night, particularly for Horde Night 91. But the only thing that I have to do is I have to get more shotgun shells, because that base has 4 turrets, and I pretty much exhausted all of my ammunition. The other thing that I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll have time to do it before the Horde Night starts, is I'm going to kind of rewire those turrets so that only half of them are active at a time. I have 4, so I'll have 2 active, and I'll let those pretty much exhaust themselves. And then after that, I'll turn on the other 2. So that way the ammo lasts a little longer, because I ran out about, I don't know, halfway or so into Horde Night the last time I used it. And I wasn't in any danger. I mean, everything worked really well, but I'd like the ammo to last just a little bit longer, and maybe even kill disease at a little slower rate, so I have more time to actually loot them, because I wasn't able to loot them all. They were dying that fast. And the game will, you know, will despawn the corpses after a certain time, you know, just to manage the processor cycles and that sort of thing. So, you know, what was happening is they were dying faster than I could get to them before they were despawning. And part of the reason, part of the point in that particular base, of that base, is so that you can actually loot the zombies on Horde Night. Because if you know, you have a base where you're up away from them, they're down in a pit, you're up in a fort or something, and you're killing them with spikes or you know, the blades, rotator blades. My brain just went blank there. You know, you can't loot them because they're not right there. So that's the nice thing about this new base that I have, is you can actually loot everything as long as you can keep up with the rate that they are dying. Hunting rifle parts. What do I want to get rid of for that? I guess I can get rid of these torches, because those are super easy to make. So we're working our way back towards the road. Just going through the woods here, and if I find any more lead, we'll stop and grab that. I've kind of been through here already, so I've cleaned out most of the surface lead, but I'm sure I haven't hit all of it. So we'll just keep on trucking here and moving through the forest, and here's our road. Excellent. It's almost nighttime. Night 95. So, yeah, we've been playing on this playthrough for quite some time. Let's get this bunny. Come on, bunny. You know what? There we go. I was gonna say, come on. Is he dead? Yeah. Grab a couple more pieces of meat. 3 to be precise. Yeah, those rabbits can be hard to hit, just like they are in real life. They're kind of squirrely, even though they're rabbits. Alright, let's see. We're heading on into town. Oh, I thought I saw another rabbit on the road there. One of the things that I have that's really rare, at least on this map, and actually I think rare in Alpha 16 in general, are normal bears. I have only, in the entire time that I played on this map, seen 2 normal bears. I've seen lots of zombie bears. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I've seen a few. And then, you know, you can't harvest them for meat, of course. But for normal bears, I've actually only come across them twice. Which kind of sucks because A, they're very dangerous, which makes things a little more exciting when you're in the woods. And B, they give you a hell of a lot of meat if you do find them. So, and plus, you know, there's that challenge that you can do, you know, to get bear meat or you know, to kill the bear, and good luck finding one if you're doing that. Let's head on through here. And it is now officially nighttime. And we're going to go back to the base. Unload all of our stuff. Well, it looks like I overshot it there. And do some more building on the mansion. So, I'm pretty excited with how the mansion's coming together. You know, what the thing is you know, you lay it out and you kind of plan how it's going to be and all that sort of thing. But once you actually start building it and putting the walls in, it's not as big as it seemed at first. I mean, it's still going to be a pretty good sized place, but I don't know. You know, I don't know if mansion's an appropriate word. It's going to be a nice big house, but I don't know that we actually call it a mansion. Of course, I guess that depends too on how you define a mansion. I suppose a mansion is a large house with many rooms, perhaps. I'm not sure what the actual official definition is. There's a wolf. And let's grab some more meat here from this guy. All right. Get a pretty good amount of meat from wolves. Let's see what this is going to give us. 8. And we don't need the hide or the fat. And so 8's not too bad. But I want to say, I think the bear gives you like 25 or something. It's just a huge amount of meat, you know, for a single animal. And you get a pretty decent amount from the direwolf too. I just killed one of those not too long ago. They're pretty rare too. I've seen a couple more of those than I've seen the bears, but yeah, they're rare as well and extremely dangerous. And I've been spending time off camera, going around the island and just, you know, kind of cleaning it up, getting all the trash bags cleaned up, taking all the boulders down, making it look a little bit more, you know, like a park. And I have a little more of that to do as well, but I won't. Again, that's a little too mundane to do even on stream, I think. So that I'll be doing off camera, I'm sure. So I was actually supposed to take that stuff to the trader. And it is now nighttime. Let's put our meat in here. So we got a full stack and then some, so we'll be able to make some more meat stew soon. We also have some eggs that we'll put in there, and then we have some canned food that we'll stick in there. This is where we put the empty cans. Stick the bones in here. Let's see how our glue's doing too, by the way. 340. Okay, we'll pull that out of there, and I have another, I think, 400 and some odd down below. So we'll grab that after we unload some of this stuff here. This will all go downstairs. That stays in the inventory. The hunting rifle parts. See, I've got a perfect hunting rifle already, so I think I'm just going to sell those parts because I don't need 2 hunting rifles, especially since I have the sniper rifle. So yeah, we'll take those down for selling. This all goes downstairs. That goes downstairs. These items go in ammo. Not that. That we're going to put in the forge to smelt it. We can stick those in there, and that goes in there. And I think that's all we need to do up here. So let's go down here, and we'll put the ladders in here. Stuff to sell will be the gun parts. And I think that's it for selling. This goes in here for smelting. Oops, wrong forge. We'll put the brass and the lead in here. Pull those guys out. And get this cooking up again. That's a fair amount of lead, so... Well, I still don't think we need that much wood for that, though. And the iron goes in here. And let's pull this glue out of here. Yeah, 476. So that's a pretty decent supply of glue. Now I want to keep a little bit of this in stock for other glue purposes, like making crossbows and that sort of thing. But this we're all going to turn into paper. So we're going to grab a bunch of wood. We got the glue, and what was the third thing that we needed for paper? I'm drawing a blank here. Let's just look. Murky water, and we got lots of murky water. Okay, so to make paper, we can make 776 paper. And we need 87 minutes of burn time to do that. So we'll get that in there. That's close enough. And let's get that mixing. Oh, yeah, that's 7,760 paper. That's right, I forgot. We have to multiply that by 10. That's better. That's good stuff, okay. Because we will definitely want that to make our shotgun shells. We'll throw that stuff in there for now. We can put the murky back in there. And I guess we didn't need to grab that much wood. Okay, so how are we doing on iron? Let's get some of this iron going. So we'll split this stack and put half in there and half in there. And get the wood going. Same thing here. We'll just put these two in here. Or no. We'll split that up. And then we'll put that in there. Get that cooking. Actually, we have quite a bit of iron already in here too, so let's make more steel. These guys are kind of low on iron at the moment, because I've been making steel like crazy. See, there's even more steel right there. And we got 6,000 iron in there, so let's get this cooking and make more. Can't have too much steel, that's for sure. Pop all that stuff in there. And, alright, I think we're ready to get started with our building. We'll grab some of those. We'll probably end up making more wood frames. So I'll just keep a full stack of wood in my inventory. And this time, I'm going to remember to take my nail gun. So last night when I was doing that, I didn't have the stupid nail gun with me. Let's also take this part and we will put it on here. We'll repair this up. And then we will combine it with this other part to make our nail gun a little nicer than it was before. So now we got a nice blue nail gun. And I think that's good. I suppose if we wanted to, we could make some more stew. How many potatoes? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's just get a bunch of stew cranking too. Like to have plenty of that. So let's see, meat stew, how many can we make in total? We can make 16. So let's do 4 in here. And we'll do 4 in here. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. We'll do 4 in here. I guess we'll do 3 in there. Wait a minute, what? Huh? We should be able to make more than that. Okay, yeah, we'll do 5 in here. 6 minutes, 53 seconds. Close enough. And good. This remaining meat we'll just put back in here. We could make some bacon and eggs with it, I suppose, but meat stew is going to be way better. The one advantage the bacon and eggs does have over meat stew, though, is that it doesn't give you the heat buff that the stew does, which is not always desirable, especially if you're like in the desert. Okay, let's head on over and get started on this. Now, the other thing that I did in the video last night that I lost is I worked on this corner of the house, and I also built this closet here, and inside the closet is our bedroll. Alright, so now this is the spawn point, the new spawn point, and it's right about in the center of the estate grounds here, and it's set to basically prevent spawns in this whole entire area. At least that's the theory. So we should, in theory, like I said, no longer have to worry about zombies spawning inside the estate grounds. But we'll see if that actually works. In fact, if I do see zombies spawn inside the estate grounds, I might have to set the area that protects the spawn area a little higher than it is right now, which is currently set to 80. So I built that, and then I basically started on the second floor, put this ceiling in, and finished out the walls back here in this storage place. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue doing this, and something else that I'm looking at here that I might want to do is let's extend this out a little further. Just so we have a little more space in the closet itself. So we'll put that up there. And we'll finish this out, and then we'll close this in. There we go. So now we have a little room on that side as well as this side. And one of the things I might do is I might put a storage chest in here and just keep, like, you know, if we die, you know, then an extra gun and just some emergency stuff so we can grab it and get right back out there as quickly as possible. So that's kind of the idea behind that. Now let's come up here and I want to, just looking at something here real quick. I thought about maybe opening up these so we can have a walkway right through there. Let's finish this out and just kind of look at it and see what we think about that. This would actually probably be done, whoops, more for practical reasons than decorative reasons. Just so we can quickly get through here. Because otherwise, when we come in the house, we'd have to run around this way. Which, you know, I guess that's not really that big of a deal to do that. But I'm still gonna leave these openings here for now. And then, you know, once we kind of get a little further along, And could be a hidden area. We could put our stash back there, like a safe or something. We'll keep that in mind. I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway, what I was saying is, once we get more of this done, and it starts to come together, we'll look at it and decide at that point if it looks okay to have these openings or if we want to remove them. Very, very easy to do, so it's not something we have to decide right now. But it will make things easier, because when we come in to the mansion here, that door's always like acting weird. If we need to go to the kitchen, we can just run right through here to get to the kitchen. Or if we need to go to the storage room, which we will... Oh, we got zombies. We have got ourselves a running horde. And I don't have any pipe bombs on me. But we will be able to get quite a bit of bones off these guys, so that's good. So let's get them taken out here before they do too much damage. The spikes will help with that a little bit too, but I'd rather kill them now and do less repair later. Hold still, Edgar. I'm gonna shoot you in the head. Okay, he's dead. Big Mama there. We'll kill Pete Russo. I can't get to Big Mama's head. No, not that Big Mama anyway. That one we got too. And let's see. I think it's just that Big Mama that's left. So let's hop down there. Oh, it looks like the spikes got her. Okay, good. So let's harvest these guys, get some bones. Ow. Because we definitely want to replenish our bone supply. Oh, we got some ammo off that one. For making more glue. That's going to be nice, though. I mean, I've got like over 7,000 paper cooking up. Blood bag on that one. That's good. That one I lost because when it pops up in the air like that, it then just kind of goes off into nowhere. How in the hell did I get infected? Oh, you know what? I think I've been infected all along. I got nailed by a vulture right before I finished last night. So we should probably take care of that. Alright, so I'll come back here later and repair this. That's very minimal damage, so I'm not worried about that. But we definitely should go take care of this infection. So let's run on back to the forge house, and we'll get some antibiotics. And we'll also heal up. We can do that right now. And then we'll continue with our build. Let's see, antibiotics are going to be up here in the medical crate. And actually, we don't even need that. Let's just... Oh, we can't eat the honey because we're not hungry. That's kind of silly, but whatever. Okay, so we'll just take a normal antibiotic. We certainly have plenty, so it's not like we have to be frugal with that. Since we have a blood bag, let's turn that into a first aid kit. So we'll cook that up. How's our paper coming along, by the way? Oh, you know what? We're going to have to empty some of that out. You know, that's something that kind of sucks about the game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this game to death. It's one of my favorite games. But the fact that, you know, the output queue fills up, and then basically what will happen is they'll just keep burning and wasting wood and not doing anything further. So I would really like to see them, you know, do something about that in future versions. Maybe at least increase the output queue, or, you know, come up with some other way to where it stops wasting your fuel when it can't make anything else. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit nitpicky about that. Who knows? But that's on my wish list. All right. So let's put all of this paper in here. You know what we could do, actually? We could actually get started with some shotgun shells. Why don't we do that? That's going to go into the clothes bin. We'll put the jar over here. And let's see. Okay, so let's grab a bunch of gunpowder and a bunch of buckshot. And how many of these guys can we make? We can make 1,000 there, so let's just do 500 in this workbench. And then in this one, we will make 506. Awesome. We're going to need every last bit of it. That's for sure. Oh, wow. I got even more glue in here. I forgot about that. Let's make some more paper. We need glue, wood, and murky water. That's right. I made a bunch earlier and I put it in there for ammo later, and I completely forgot that was there. What did I say? Wood. Yeah, glue, wood. Because paper's, you know, pretty precious in the in-game because of the fact that you have to make so many shotgun shells, you know. Alright, so we currently have about 73 minutes, and we need another 65, and there's 78 in there now. So I'm not going to count this out exactly, we'll just get it close. Maybe add a few more of that, a few more to that. That's more than we need, but it'll get the job done. Cool. Put the rest of the paper back here. And we don't want that stuff to stay in there because that's not ammunition. I do need to replenish that ammo a little bit, though. Drop this stuff off in the clothing bin. Not that. That's my actual shirt that I need to wear. Or no, it isn't. Never mind. What am I wearing for a shirt? Oh, I am wearing one of those. I'm just wearing a nicer version of it. That's the deal. Gotta drop this water back off, too. Okay, so let's head on back here and do some more building. What I think we're going to do now is we're going to work on the... We got this part done, so let's work on the ceiling of this part, you know, the second floor, which is going to more or less match this side. However, what I think I'm actually going to do... Now, this is supposed to be a patio, but I think what I might do is extend this out a little bit more this way. Not sure why I put those there. And then do another floor over here. Over this area here. And that would be like the master bedroom with the view out onto the garden and beyond. So that's kind of what I have in mind for that. But the front part is pretty much going to be the same as it is over here. But I might even have, though, on this side, instead of having a vaulted ceiling, because the foyer will have a vaulted ceiling, and this is the living room, and it'll have a vaulted ceiling. But I might actually cover this side here and make it, you know, just the normal height. And then this is a dining room in here, and then, of course, this is the kitchen in here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but we're going to have to just see how it comes together. So let's get this wall in place because we're going to need it to support the ceiling for the structural integrity. And this is supposed to be a bathroom in here, I believe. So we'll put a sink and a toilet in here. And but I won't. But we'll put the, you know, like the master bath or the main bath upstairs, and that we'll put, like, you know, the shower and the tub and that sort of thing in. This is just a downstairs bathroom, so it's just going to have a toilet and a sink. And let's see. Well, I'll pop that in there, and the doorway into the bathroom will be here. Like so. Okay, so that should take care of that. Now, let's start let's bring these exterior walls up. And these are just placeholders, so we can pick these back up for now. Because this is where the cabinets and the stove, the refrigerator, sink, that sort of thing is going to go. So that'll be also a doorway out onto the patio. And we'll wrap this around here. Bring this corner around by the kitchen. You know what would be kind of cool? Nah, never mind. Never mind. Scratch that thought. I was thinking about actually putting like maybe a little bay window here, but if I do that, it's going to mess up my plans for the wraparound porch for one thing, and I'm going to have, you know, the sink and the cupboards and stuff along this wall anyway, so it wouldn't really make sense to do that. Well, you know what we could do? We could actually have it up a level. You know what, though? I don't. Again, that's not something I have to decide right now. We can always do that later if we decide that makes sense to do that. Overheating. So we'll put this in. We'll probably have a pretty good sized window here, and we'll probably have a window here too. But like I said, I can put that stuff in later. Don't have to do that now. I just want to get the main walls in place so that we can get the ceiling in place. And then we'll go from there. So we're coming over here to where the dining room's going to be, and we'll make like a big table, and we'll sit it. Probably put it right here, so it'll be something like, you know, up here maybe. Don't have any wood plates with me. Nah, I don't, but we'll just put blocks down for now. But that'll be like the dining room table right there. Might even bring it over, you know, a little further, like so. So we'll just keep those blocks there as a placeholder. And then work our way around to the front here. In fact, we might as well just put up all of the exterior wall all the way back around. It has to get done sometime. Yeah, I'm pretty excited how this is going to come together here. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know that it's going to be a mansion per se, but it's going to be a nice sized house. It's just weird, like I said, though. It doesn't seem as big, you know, once you're actually in here, you know, putting it together. But it's hard to say, you know, at this point. Once we actually get it together and start getting it decorated and get the walls in, it might actually look pretty darn big inside. We shall see. And of course, you know, there's nothing to prevent us from expanding it later on if we choose to do that. We could certainly do so. What would happen if... I'm going to think about this for a second. Yeah, you know what we could do? Let's grab these. We could actually angle this. To do that... No, that's not what I want to do. I want advanced rotation. And then... let's flip it around like this. That'll just give it, you know, kind of like a nice little rounded corner. Now, the only thing is if we do this, and I like this idea, but we're not going to be able to put anything on this surface because everything in this damn game only fits at 45-degree angle, or at 90-degree angles. That's one of the things I don't like about it, but it is what it is. It's a block building game, so we have to work with the blocks. But yeah, I think this will actually look kind of cool. So this will come across here. Then we'll finish this wall out, for now, and then probably, like I said, pop windows in later. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. And so if we're going to do that, let's do it on all the corners. Just gives it a little bit more pizzazz than just your basic, you know, square. So let's take these guys back down. And put this in place here. Now, if I set that back to simple. No, it's just going to do that, isn't it? Okay, so let's go back to advanced. Nope. 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 There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. Or at least look better. So it's not just a boring old square corner there. So we'll run with that. Hopefully that doesn't cause us problems later on. If it does, we'll deal with it when that time comes. Okay, this will definitely be a window here. And maybe even a... Well, we'll make it a single block window for now. But what we might do is make it like a tall window. You know, like that. Or even taller. Like that. That could look good. And we're going to do something similar here too on this side. But I like that. I think that's the right thing to do for that spot. So we'll bring this over. And bring that down. That can go there, that goes there, that one there, and we'll pull this one out for the other side. Window on the other side. Looking good. I like it. I like it. When you're doing stuff like this, you know, you have to kind of be able to visualize what it's ultimately going to look like. And of course it helps when you start putting together, you know, with the frames and stuff, but even with the frames in place, it still can be a little challenging sometimes. I don't know if challenging is the word, but a little elusive. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for on exactly what it's going to look like when it's done. But I actually like that though. You know, it kind of adds a little bit of a what's the word I'm searching for? I don't really want to say mystery because it's not quite what I mean, but you kind of can anticipate how it's going to turn out. And you might, and you know, whenever you're creating something, especially when you're creating something just making it up as you go, a lot of times it takes on a life of its own and stuff happens that you didn't necessarily anticipate or intend to. And I'm talking about cool stuff. And whenever that sort of thing happens, that's always fun. One of the things that I also do, though I haven't done it in quite some time now, is I like to write. And so I have been working on a fantasy novel for quite some time. Let's see, we want to copy rotation there. And when you write a book or a story or whatever, there's two main approaches really. There's the, you know, you outline it. And so when you outline, you basically come up with a plan, a roadmap, you know, for how that story is going to come together. And then basically you follow the outline and you fill it in. You know, the outline is kind of like your skeleton and you put meat on its bones, so to speak. But the other way is basically called free writing. And the idea there is you just start writing. And, you know, you have to have a general idea of how you want the story to come together. But, you know, you just write. And then when you do it that way, the story can take on a life of its own. And cool things can happen because, you know, it'll inspire you as you're going along. to develop the plot and you know have certain things happen that you hadn't really necessarily thought of. Of course, the downside to writing that way is since it's much less structured, it can typically cost you more, or take more work later on to clean everything up and editing and that sort of thing. So there's always a trade-off. And most writers, I think, use some of both of those methods. Some more than others. But I've actually experienced that before, with writing, with, playing music, that sort of thing, where, you're just kind of going along and then you get this great idea that you hadn't really thought of and you do it and it's like, wow, that was really cool. So, and a very small example of that, again, is just, how I thought to do these angled corners here, when I hadn't really planned on doing that. So, that's not the coolest thing since sliced bread, but it is kind of a neat, change that I made as as it starts to come together. And who knows? I mean, that might look stupid. When it's all said and done, I might change it back. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that comes. Okay, so we're almost done with the first floor wall. Let's finish it out here. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make an educated guess on where I think the windows are going to be. And once we do that, I might start boarding it up or I might not. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't yet. I'll probably just keep working on building the second floor. Okay, so let's run out here and kind of take a look at things. I went 5 blocks high on that side and only 4 on this side. Don't ask me why. We just did. What's the matter with you? You're thirsty. Alright, we'll fix that. If I'm thirsty, am I also hungry? Yeah, I'm not really hungry. I could eat, but I'm not hurting by any means. Like my character, I also need to drink. Alright, so now let's just kind of take a guess on where we're going to want the windows. No, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to do that right now. Changed my mind. I'm not going to do that right now. Let's get the upper floor in now on this side of the building. So we'll start filling this in. I sure wish we could lay down blocks in 7 Days to Die like we can in Empyrion, where you hold the mouse button down and you can like lay a whole row of them down. Alright, we might have a little bit of a problem here. Because here's the thing. If I can't continue this floor here without blocking the arch. So maybe that means that this will be a vaulted area too. What are our options? Let's just look at our options here. One option is to lower this down so that it's at the same level as this one. That could work, but I kind of liked the higher spaciousness of it. Another option is leave that one high but lower just this one. But I don't know if my symmetry sensibility will like that. kind of finish that wall off. Why that wall and no other walls, I don't know. Another option, like I said, is just to leave this open. And it too will be a cathedral ceiling. And that could work, but I sort of had plans for an upper floor on this part of the house, though. Not sure what to do about that, to be honest with you. I think let's try this. Let's just try this. Let's lower this down one level. It might work from the standpoint of the fact that there's going to be a ceiling in here and there isn't on the other side. Freezing, am I? So, you know, my first inclination is, no, it doesn't look good because that one's short and that one's tall. But, you know, this is going to be a wide open space anyway, whereas this is going to be a ceilinged off room, so it might make sense. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to run with this for now, with the option, as always, to change it later if we don't like it. Because like I said, I wanted to make the upper floor in this corner like a library or a study office idea. And then this corner above the kitchen will be a bedroom. This corner above the storage room will be a bedroom. And then the master bedroom will be extend out here above the porch. So, yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So we'll continue on with our ceiling here. And this whole, basically this whole side of the house will be a normal height ceiling, or a 3-block high ceiling. We'll have to, I'm trying to think too about how I'm gonna make the roof of the house. I have kind of a general idea, and I was thinking about, you know, putting some dormers in too, just to make it look even cooler. So second time I did that. Alright, let's start building out from this side now, just so we don't get too far out of the middle there. I'm sure it would probably be okay with the SI, but not 100% positive, so we'll just do it this way. And that way we'll know that it should all stick. Yeah, that was a bummer last night. I spent quite a bit of time on that video. Didn't take me too long to record it, but just, you know, all the editing and adding the music in to make up for the missing game sound. Just to find out this morning when I woke up that the damn thing wouldn't render because there was some corrupt files in the original clips. So I messed with it a little bit, but You know, just didn't have the time to put into it. And at that point, it's like, all right, well, is this even worth doing at this point or not? Okay, so now I don't know. I don't know if I like the height of this room, of the ceiling. It seems a little low to me. It could just be because, you know, of the way the frames look. The thing is, you know, if I'm going to change that, now's the time to do it. If we go higher, we go one higher with everything. Let's go out here for a minute. Hey, I don't know. It's probably okay. It's probably okay, but I'm just, I don't know, it just seems a little low. I guess not, though. I guess that's right. We might have to go look at a couple houses. It's a pretty decent amount of space, though. Well, the house that we looked at not too long ago, you know, the rooms that were not cathedral ceilings, they were 3 blocks high. So I guess we're gonna run with this. I think we're gonna run with this. It'll be our storage room. I'm liking this, though. For the most part, I think it's pretty cool looking. Still not sure about those openings there, though. These guys here. Another thing we could do is put angles on the stairs. But I don't know, that might look kind of weird. Just trying to think, what would that look like in my head? All right, well, let's just run with this. I mean, even if I do get it all boarded up, because it's just wood, it wouldn't be a completely major job to redo it later. But the more, you know, the more it comes together, though, the more that is going to be. You know, at some point we'll kind of get to a point of no return, and when that happens, you know, then we're going to have to just live with what we got. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's extend the master bedroom out now. So this is going to be a wall here. And I'm just, you know, partially putting this in right now because I want to get a bit of a feel for what we have to work with in terms of, the width and all that. So this will all be walled in too. Up to here. Let's do this corner as well. And I'm still, I still am kind of working off of just a general idea, not a very specific idea. I know that I want the master bedroom to extend out over that porch there. But beyond that, exactly, how it's going to come together, I'm not positive yet. We'll probably want a double door going into it. And so I think that'll be the middle. Okay. So let's hop down here and start putting the floor in for the master bedroom. Let's get that all boarded up. Whilst we can easily get to it. Should probably hit that too. Day 96. Pretty quickly here, we're going to need to go back to the Horde base and get that rewiring job done. I'd rather not be doing that at the last possible second. This is going to be a pretty good sized bedroom. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll bring it out at least as far as the porch is, but I'm probably going to extend that porch out further too. So we'll come out to there. The one thing though that I think we're going to want to have, and even if we don't necessarily need it, wood pole centered, wood support beam. I think that's at an angle. Let's craft one of them, just look at it. That's interesting, but that's not the idea. We want a wood pole centered, so let's craft 2 of those. Oh, we're probably going to actually need more than 2 because I think this is kind of short. Yeah. So we're going to need another 4 more of those. And then we'll put this down here like so. Give that some support. And then let's do the same thing on this side. And we might need to do one in the center as well. Because how much is this? This is one. Oh, I guess we'll have to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have... Well, it should hold. The question, though, is if we start building on top of that, will it continue to hold? So... I'm thinking that we want to put more poles in. Plus, it might look kind of cool anyway. Put it this way, if this was a real house with that type of a span, we would definitely have to put more poles in. So, sort of makes sense to do so from that standpoint as well. So the question then is, do we put just one more in the center? Or do we put like one here and one here? So there's 4 in total. I'm sure as far as the SI goes, putting one in the center would work. So let's do that. Let's just look at it and see how we feel about it. Oh, darn it. That's not... Oh, yeah. Never mind. That is what I wanted to do. Okay. We'll finish filling this in. Okay, so do we want to keep it like that? Or we want to put 4 poles in instead of 3? I don't know the answer to that. I guess I'm not sure at this point. Something tells me we should have 4 in there. I don't think we need 4 in there, but I think it would look right if we had 4 in there. Well, you know what? These are really cheap and easy to make, so let's just try it and look at it. And if it doesn't work, we'll just take them back down. So let's see. If we put it on the 4th one there, and we'll do the 4th one from this side. No, not that one. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's right. And then put one there. And one there. And then this comes down. Okay, let's look at that. Yeah, I think that's... I like that better. I mean, it's not... The center's a little wider than the sides, but that's just because of the way the blocks, you know, work. There's not... I don't think we can get it even. Well, no, we could. Actually, if we brought this out on both sides, one more block, it would be even, but I don't want to do that because, you know, we have walls here, so that's not going to work anyway. So we're going to go with this. We'll just box in the outer part for now. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that works. I'm still not 100% sure though that that's the right height for what we want to do. And if I did decide to bring the entire floor up one more block, what are the consequences of that, if any? I suppose one thing to do is go look at some more houses again. And if we're going to do that, we should do it before we go any further. So I don't know, it feels right in here. The height feels good. It feels okay in the hallway. And I suppose it works in here too. Maybe what we ought to do is go make this cathedral in here too, because I don't know, I felt like I lost some of the spaciousness, which I did. You know, when we closed this in. But if we do that, you know, then we're giving up this corner of the house for the study. So what's our options if we did that? If we gave up that corner of the house for the study, we could put the study in this corner. But then we only have I guess we could do 2 small bedrooms on this side of the house. Or yeah. See, now this was also supposed to be a walkway too, so how's that going to work? Maybe this isn't a walkway. Maybe we make it an actual wall. No, I think it will be, because it's supposed to be kind of like a loft idea. And I was just going to make this one, you know, good-sized bedroom here. But if we decided to not do that. So we come up here. We come up here. So this would be like the walkway. Let me try something here. Let's put this stuff, let's put this here. So we'd walk around here to come to the master bedroom. And now, you know what we could do too, now that I'm looking at this. We could actually bring this out further. Okay, so let's try something here. So this is let's board in the area that's going to be like the hallway, at least up to there. All right, now, here's what I'm thinking. So that's 1, 2, so what if we started the wall right there? Right? Like that. Got another running horde. Let's go grab some bombs to take these guys out this time. Grab some pipe bombs and blow them guys up. Because it's fun and it saves on my ammo. Boom. And we get more kills this way. Per bomb. Okay, that was fast. Do I hear another zombie somewhere? I don't think so, but let's just peek over around the corner here. Nope, looks good. Okay. It's probably just hearing something in the music. More bones. More bones, more fertilizer parts. Fertilizer components, fertilizer ingredients. However you look at it. And a treasure mat. 2 pairs of tennis shoes. I'm going to have to make a circuit around the moat here and do some repairing. We shouldn't have any like major damage anywhere, but we do want to keep up on it so it doesn't get too bad either. Okay. Grab these screamer corpses too. I think there was, yeah, I was going to say, I thought there was a few that got whacked while we were gone. Grab that. We'll come back and get that other stuff later. What did I never emptied this out either. Okay, I'll have to do that. Let's see. I guess we're keeping treasure maps in there. Throw all this clothing in here. All those sneakers I'm going to either sell or scrap. That can go in there. And let's see. Probably the rest of this. This can go in here. Let's put this in here and get some bullet casings made up. And let's just make a whole mess of buckshot too. We will sell this hammer so we can make much better. That goes in the ammo. And let's see, we'll put this stuff in here. How's our paper doing? Backlogged. So let's see, we have 120, about 120 minutes of burn time, and we have about 120 minutes. Let's pop a couple more in there. Nice. Canned food in there. Whoops. Empty jars in here. Cans go in here. And let's make another big old batch of shotgun shells. Like 500 in here. And however many more we have stuff for in this one. We'll take the full stacks out and stick them up here for now. Because those we will be taking out to the Horde bunker. And then I guess now lead's the choke point. Which is why we started that mine, because we're going to go out there and get a bunch of lead as well as the other stuff too. And you know, I think this is probably a good time to do that. Let's put this away in here. I want to run back out here for just a moment and kind of take a final look at where we're leaving off so I can be thinking about it off camera. So what we were doing, actually, yeah, let's just kind of finish this. That's the bathroom. Let's finish this bedroom situation. So I was bringing this out to here. Okay, that's the center. So the room this is going to be a pretty spacious room. Especially since we took that wall back even further now. What I'm not sure about, though, is if we're gonna... So this is gonna have to be where the wall comes out, too, on this side. If we're gonna match what's going on over there. These could be doors. But, you know, actually, if this is one single room, this is going to be a huge-ass room, now that I think about it. As is this place. We'll fill this in. Or just put another layer of blocks anyway, just to kind of get a feel for how this is coming together. And I guess... Well, you know what we could do? You know what we could do here? Now that I'm looking at this, we could actually extend this out, which would then even up our pulls. Down below. Dang. This is going to be a big-ass room, man, I'll tell you what. Could almost make this a hall and have 2 side rooms. Maybe this will be a mansion. With all the rooms that we could have in here. But we come up here. I'm just trying to think, you know, what's logical, right? We come up here. And I wanted this to be kind of like a loft type of idea. Which then means that we could, if we do that, okay? If we do that, then we could... This will probably be a wall, because this is going to need to be a wall to support the ceiling anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want that to stay there. The wheels are turning, man. The gears are grinding. So if this is going to be a wall here, let's say. Maybe we'll put a window there. So we walk around this way. And let's see. Could put a door into here. But I'm not sure. Not sure. But what I was thinking is, you know, have a door here. Somewhere around in here. You know, even if we put it kind of in the middle, I guess. Let's say right there. And then this is a wall. Okay. And let's also get this part walled. Just so we kind of know what we're working with here. I'm going to have to take this back up to get the blocks underneath boarded up, but I'll worry about that later. That would be a very large room if we just made this one room. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out, okay, how can I make this into, like, say, 2 rooms and make it look good and work? I suppose we could make long rooms. So one entrance would be over here. Probably thinking even like right there, maybe. Let's do that first. So this opens up into this room here. I don't really like that there, though. So what does it look like if we... So you walk around and come into this room on this side. I'm just thinking, though, that it might make those rooms too long, you know? Let's just try something here. Nope. Out of wood frames again. Make another 500. And if we're going to do this, it would probably make more sense with the door here. So this could be a bedroom. It'd be a fairly long bedroom, though. But I don't know, maybe we could put like a closet back there. We do need a bathroom up here too, now that I think about it. Of course, the master bedroom will have its own bathroom. We might. Yeah, we'll have to figure out where we're going to put the main bathroom. But anyway, the thought here is we'll put some railing along here, so this is kind of like a loft, right? And this is how you get to this bedroom. And then this entryway goes into this room. And this could be maybe a closet back here. Of course, it would be kind of nice to have a window. Make that a window. So that's one way to do this. Now, another thing we could do is instead of having the loft idea up here, is we could just wall this off. And if we did that, then, I don't know, we kind of have the same problem though, because then we have long rooms going this way instead of going this way. So, yeah, I'll have to toy around with that. The other possibility is pull that back up. Okay, so that if this was a room, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. This would be 4 by 5. And that's the door into the room. And then if this is a room, this is a 3 by 4 room. I don't know. There's a million ways we could do it, you know? A million ways we could do it. So, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to stew on this. I'm going to have to give it a think, because there's a right way to do it. I'm just not, it's eluding me right at the moment. But if we did stick with something like this, so that's a bedroom there. We would push this wall probably back out to there and just ditch the loft idea, but we could still put like a ledge up there, you know, to put some decorations or something on. And then that would kind of give us, you know, 2 corner rooms. And then yeah, I don't know. My little master bedroom extension here is what's kind of screwing me up over here a little bit. We do need a bathroom up here too, is a thing. So this could be a bathroom. What if we did this? So this would be a doorway into the bathroom. And then this is also another doorway. Something like this. Okay. So we walk in here. And this will be the bathroom. And then this is another doorway out into a hallway that leads into 2 bedrooms here in the corner. Like so. If we go that route, what are we going to do with this space? That could maybe be a closet. Possibly. Mr. Nice Bobby, how you doing tonight, my friend? Yes, this is a very large box. I'm just trying to figure out how my upper floor is going to go. So I'm working on some bedrooms right now. Did you see the information that I typed in the Discord about the server? And how they had changed the IP address on me? Which is why you guys couldn't connect. Basically, Host Havoc changed the IP address of my server and didn't tell me. It's like, what the hell? They completely didn't tell me. Yeah, it could be a hidden gun safe. Yeah, it certainly could. So, what I'm thinking is, my original plan was to have this be like a loft that you could walk, because this is going to be the living room here. But that would make this a very cramped bedroom. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back out to here. And I'll probably just make that... Well, you know what we could do? Let's try this. This could be a ledge that I'm standing on. And it'll just be like a, you know, a decorative thingy. And the wall will come out to here. Like so. So now that makes this bedroom a 4 by 4 area. And this one's a 4 by 5 area. So the only way to make those 2 even is to push this wall out even further and forget about the ledge idea, which we could do. You could also have it straight from the bedroom like a balcony. You're talking about the secret room for a gun safe? Oh, you met a friend who was in trouble. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys worked that out and he or she is not in too much trouble. Yikes, man. That doesn't sound good. The other thing I don't like about this, though, is this is a really narrow hallway. So, that's not working for me already. So that means we need to pull this back. It's kind of like, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul to get this all work right. Okay, here's an idea. What if that's also a wall? And then we could pull these out. And that gives this bedroom more space. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So there's room, like, you know, for a closet or something back here for this room. Oh, broke up with his girlfriend? Okay, so just probably down in the dumps, huh? Well, he'll get over it. Find someone new, hopefully. Okay, yeah, so I kind of like this better because this gives this a little more room, this little bedroom here, than it had before. Though still not a whole lot. Well, we don't actually need those there at all. So that gives us another block even. But this is way too narrow, so these have to come back down too. So this is our hallway coming back through here. So I fixed my bedrooms and I screwed up my bathroom. Doing that. Oh man. Well, we could put a door here and make this the bathroom. It's kind of a small bathroom, though. It's the only thing. Or we can make this the bathroom, and this could be a smaller bedroom. We do that, then those come down there. That would be a very small bedroom, though. So I don't think that's going to work either. Okay, well, you know what? My head hurts from thinking about this. So I think I'm going to take a break from building, and let's go do some mining. And I'll think about this, you know, probably mess with it a little bit more off camera. And I'll come up with something. We'll definitely come up with something that will work. Because we still have all this space over here, too. I mean, there's a lot of room up here. And don't forget, you know, we're going to do a third floor, too. Of course, the third floor is going to be kind of probably more of an attic, where I'm going to put all the power generators and that sort of thing. The other thing, too, is we could actually put the bathroom over here. We could have a big-ass bathroom over here, and then maybe put the library up here. That could work. And so if we do that, we go back to the idea that we somehow make this space work for 2 bedrooms. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Steam Black Widow. Zombies called and said you are grounded. Did they now? Well, they're probably pissing me for blowing them up right before you guys got on. I had a running horde come in, so I pulled some pipe bombs out and blew the shit out of them. Damn zombies. So, and by the way, welcome guys to the stream. Thanks for joining me tonight. Appreciate it. I hope both of you are having a great evening, all things considered. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Nice Bobby. I like symmetry too, definitely. As much as possible. So, I mean, you know, there's a way to do this. There certainly is. It's just kind of a matter of, you know, how small I want these rooms to be. And my thinking is I'm probably not going to put a bathroom over here. I'm going to just have two larger rooms. And then we'll probably do like the big bathroom somewhere over here. And then this will probably be like a study library type area. That's my general thought on all that. But we'll mess with that later. What we're going to do now is I need to... What the hell? I need to do some looting. And I need to do some mining. I need to do mining more than I need to do looting, but looting's more fun. And also, let's check on our paper here. Empty that out so we can get the next batch. Man, I'm going to have paper like there's no tomorrow, which is a good thing. Let's throw some more wood in there. And we'll put the extra paper up here for now. 2 a.m. in Brazil? Yeah. Yes, I'll bet it is. Both bedrooms should be mirrored. Yeah. Yeah, I'll look at that, and I'll see if we can do something to that effect. Or at least try and get them close. Okay, so we need to mine. We're going to do a little bit of mining, but I won't spend a lot of time. But I'd like to tap into a couple of veins and get some ores going. I'm very low. In fact, I have no nitrate at all. And I'm also low on lead. So those are the two big things that we're going to go after. We're going to put the nail gun back for now. We don't need that for mining. I'm going to keep the wrench with me because we might want to hit a car or two. Make sure we have plenty of gasoline for the auger. So we'll go with 3 full stacks of that, and then that I'll put in the mini bike. Oh shit, I forgot I got to empty the mini bike out too. And what day is it? 96. So we have 2 more days till Horde Night. What time is it? It's 9:47. Yeah, we're not going to have time to go to the trader, so let's just take this stuff back out for now. Fuel the bike up. And I'm just going to throw this stuff back in here for now. We'll deal with it later. And let's go back upstairs for a second and drop off these feathers and the medical stuff. Let's pull the stew out of here. So meat stew in 7 Days to Die is kind of like the Dino Royal stew in Empyrion. In case you guys, I don't know how familiar are you guys with this game. Have you guys played 7 Days before? You sure to get a left-handed hammer? Okay, I'll bite. Why do I need a left-handed hammer? You'll have to fill me in on why that's important. I'm sure I'm missing something fundamental here. That's funny. No, that doesn't go in there. A place for everything and everything in its place. I'm very OCD like that. If you guys ever share a base with me in Empyrion, you damn well better keep the cases organized. Alright. What are we doing? We're going to grab a little more gas. Let's get a whole nother stack of that. And I think we're ready to rock and roll. I'll eat a bacon and eggs. And then we'll pop this meat stew. And that should top us off really nicely. Yum, yum. Oh, for your fun? That's why you don't share commentaries, Bobby? Well, you know what? I understand that. I certainly do. I get that. I can relate, man. I can relate. But, you know, I like stuff organized. I really do. So all, this is like my, you know, my forge house where I do all the crafting and stuff. And as you can see, I've got it pretty well organized. And I put shit where it's supposed to go, and that bugs the hell out of me when it isn't. Some cases, though, like this one, you know, this one is designed to kind of just hold random stuff until I get to it. But in this particular case, I don't have any more room in the normal crate for concrete because I just got a bunch of it, so it's overflowed into there for the moment. I feel like I'm forgetting something important here. We got ammo, we got gas, we got repair kits, we got our auger, got our tools there. So whatever it is, I'm sure I'll discover it at the worst possible moment. But let's head on out and hit that mine. I actually have a few different mines going, but this particular one is a mine that allows me to tap into nitrate, lead, and coal in the same area because it converges on 3 biomes. And so that's what we're going to do because I need to make shotgun shells like crazy to get ready for the next Horde night. I'll show you guys my Horde base too and why I need so many shotgun shells. So I built this bridge here to get out because that's an island where my base is. This is a mine here that I use for oil, shale, and iron. So this goes way the hell down there, and at the bottom, because it's in the desert biome, I can mine the oil shale, and then I use that to make gasoline. Yeah. Looks like I'm getting too hot. That's a kind of a downside to being in the desert. It does definitely get hot. Temperature in 7 Days to Die is not as instantly extreme, shall we say, as it is in Empyrion, but it's more of a pain in the ass. So I mean, 1 minute you're too hot, and then the next minute you're too cold, and so it's something that they need. I think they need to balance out a little bit. But it's not like, you know, standing right next to the furnace and having it instantly go to 480 degrees Fahrenheit and kill you, you know, kind of thing either. But it will kill you eventually if you don't do anything about it. Because you can freeze to death, get hypothermia, or you can die of heat stroke. But it takes a long time for that to happen. It's not, you know, it doesn't happen instantaneously. The ramp for the bridge, it hurts. What do you mean it hurts? That's a damn good ramp. The hell are you talking about? Oh, wait. Is this where I want to go? Yeah. I gotta kind of... I need to fix this road so I can actually get on it better, but I have to kind of come from the side here. You don't like my ramp? What's wrong with my ramp? That's a good ramp. I like my ramp. It's a 45-degree ramp. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know. It works, though. There's a limit to my anal retentiveness. Oh, that's funny. So you play this game then, Mr. Nice Bobby? Or at least have played it? Okay, so this is my Horde base, and it's built on a reverse pit design. So what I mean by that is I actually stand underneath the zombies when they come instead of above them. So I have these 4 shotgun turrets here. Did I hear something? Okay. I have 4 shotgun turrets here, and I load those up before Horde Night starts. Oh, it looks like I need to do a little repairing too. And then what happens is we run down here to the very well camouflaged entrance. And I'm still not completely done building this either. It's functional. There's more stuff that I want to do to it. So basically, this is my getaway in case you know, things go really bad for me. And I'll probably line this all in and make it look nice, you know, in the final product. But anyway, I've already used this on Horde Night 91 and it worked really well. So it's been tested. So basically what happens is I turn the power on here on the generator, and I stand underneath here, and the zombies come through, and they can't fall through these quarter blocks. The shotguns just annihilate the hell out of them, and then when they ragdoll, their bodies fall through onto the floor, and then I just pick up the loot. So it works really well. I do have to take a shower afterwards, though, because it gets pretty icky. The cops generally can't spit on me, but they can do damage when they explode. So that's the one thing you have to be careful of with this design, is the exploding cops. But otherwise, you know, the zombies are in the Alpha 16, they just don't know really how to crouch down, I guess, and do damage. So they'll just meander up there. The shotguns will annihilate them, and I just stand down here and loot them. So it works really well. Now, another part of my design here, and what I'm continuing to work on, is this is going to be a pit that's going to go all the way down to bedrock, with either some blade traps or maybe some spikes at the very bottom. But here's the thing. Notice that I came up on top of a mountain. So we are probably somewhere like 160, 170 meters up from bedrock. Really, really high. So the idea is that they fall far enough down, you know, that the fall could potentially kill them. And then, of course, if I fall, it'll kill me too. So I got to be really careful, right? But the idea is, let's say that they actually did break through here. I don't think they will. I think they're too dumb for that. But let's just say that they did. You know, if I see that this block is about ready to, you know, to go, then what I'll do is I'll just run across here, pull these two things up, and then when they jump in, they'll just fall in the pit and fall to their death. And then, you know, I can just run out and escape that way. So that's the idea behind the design. The pit itself, like I said, is probably not necessary. I'd be very, very surprised if they actually broke through these. It's not that they couldn't, it's just that they won't. You know, they're too stupid. So, you sold the road on eBay. Which road did you sell? Anyway, yeah, so this works. Horde Nights in 2 nights from now, and I'll definitely be doing a video on that, if not a stream. So if you guys are interested, come and check it out. Or you can see how Horde Night 91 went on my YouTube channel. But anyway, let's go ahead to that mine and get some ammunition ingredients. The one thing that did happen is I ran out of ammo pretty quickly. Now, I didn't have the shotguns completely full, for one thing, but I'm going to change the shotguns so that they're on separate circuits. So I'll have 2 of them active when the Horde Night starts, and then when the first 2 shotguns run out of ammo, then I'll switch over to the second circuit, and then, you know, have the second 2 shotguns finish out the second part of Horde Night. And so I'm going to need about a day or so, an in-game day, to get all that wiring done. Which means I need to get started on it tomorrow in-game. But we won't get that tonight on this stream, because that I won't have time to do that tonight. So, okay, where am I going? Let's hop off the bike for a second. I got a Z somewhere. I just heard it. Yeah, I knew it. I'm going the wrong direction. What I want to do is I want to get to this mine right here. So let's mark that. And basically, we need to go to the southeast. So we're going to go this way. And we'll just go cross-country across the desert. You know, they're making that off-road vehicle here in 7 Days Today. I don't know if you guys have seen the Joel Hunix video on that, but one of the things I noticed about it is it doesn't do well when it runs into shit. And so they're either going to have to change how collision works, or there's no way you're going to be able to go off-road with that Jeep, because you're going to run into everything and it's going to stop you. So I'm just kind of curious how they're going to deal with that. Close the range on the shotgun turret so they only shoot inward. Well, they are already. Every one of the shotguns is pointed in a cone to the center of that, to those quarter blocks. So it's already set that way. Ouch, I just ran into a cactus. Kind of hurts. Yeah, that's exactly how it is right now, Mr. Nice Bobby. They're all focused just on the pit. So they won't shoot anything until, you know, the zombie pretty much comes into the pit itself. But if you guys get a chance, check out the video, the Horde 91 video on my YouTube channel. It was pretty crazy. It was fun though too, because it was like, it was more effective than I was expecting it to be. It's like, oh wow, this is like awesome. I got the idea from Z Nation. I don't know if you've ever watched Z Nation's videos. He's from South America too, by the way, Mr. Nice Bobby. Trying to remember what country in South America. He might actually be from Brazil too, now that I think about it. I'm not sure. But anyway, he did something kind of similar, except for his design had a much smaller pit like that. And it wasn't the whole fort. It was just part of a bigger fort that he had made. But that's kind of how I got the inspiration for doing that. Plus, one of my YouTube viewers had also mentioned the idea to me too. So he kind of gave me some of the inspiration for it. My previous Horde forts were pretty nutso. So it was time to do something different. You know, plus I'm playing this on insane difficulty. I've only died 3 times in the entire playthrough, so I got really high game stages, so those hordes are nasty. They are really nasty. This was my original town that I started the game in. And I built a little fort on top of this building here, and this is where I spent the first several weeks in the game. And I built a little walkway system. This was my forge house over here, so I got a bunch of forges up in there with bars to walk around it. And I really lucked out because this walkway leads over to this pharmacy building. And inside here I found a working chem bench. So I was already into chem benches right at the very beginning, way before, you know, I had, I'm going to get sleepers in here. Way before, you know, I was able to actually make my own chem bench. So what I did... Oh shit, I don't want to mess with him. Anyway, what I did was I dug a pit around it, you know, so the zombies couldn't get to it and, you know, mess it up. These guys are so hard to kill, man. He's already, I think, in exploding mode. Yep. I didn't want him to wreck my chem bench. So anyway, that walkway comes all the way around and then down that through that hatch on that ladder, and allowed me to get to the chem bench from the top and do all my stuff without being molested by these guys. So yeah, that's all just a pit down there. So it worked out really well. But I eventually found the island that I'm at now and said, okay, that's where I'm building my main base, because that's a pretty neat area. Okay, let's see. I need to get... I guess I need to go this way to get over there, because I don't want to go across the wasteland. I have to get to the mine. Well, yeah, they kind of are, but the reason I play on the hardest settings is just so, you know, to keep the game interesting in the end game. Because, you know, if I was playing on normal right now, I'd basically be a god. They wouldn't, you know, they'd be so easy to kill, it'd be pathetic. So what I do is I put them on the hardest difficulty, which means then that I need to get headshots, and even with headshots, I still can't always kill them. And it also means, though, you know, that I have them set to run during the day. So I always, no matter what time of day it is, night, day, whatever, I have to deal with running zombies. The whole point to all of that, right, is that it keeps the game interesting. So even though I'm, you know, really high level and I got, you know, really good equipment, you know, I still have to be careful. I can't just run around like, you know, nothing's ever going to hurt me anymore. And thus it keeps the game exciting. So that's the reason why I play on the hard settings. So we'll go across the forest here to get to our mine. Yes, it is. It definitely changes the way you play the game. One interesting side effect, or side benefit maybe is the better way of putting it though, is that when you do have the Z set to always run, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, if it's nighttime. They're going to run anyway, so you might as well be out as night as well as day. As you can see, I am right now. I'm out at night. So what? Doesn't matter. Okay, where the hell's that mine at? Oh, it's over here. There we go. I got ambushed by a running horde when I was here last night, so I'm going to make sure my bike is ready to go in case that happens again. Alright, so let's head on down here. We'll close that up so no Z's drop on top of our head. And we're going to go all the way down to bedrock here. And we're going to start cutting some veins, or some channels, into each one of these biomes in hopes to get some ore. So let's go north first and see if we can pop into a nitrate vein. I'm going to turn the volume down too because it's going to get loud. Oh yeah, I'm actually going to put a hay bale there. I just hadn't gotten around to it. I just built this last night, so this is brand new. So let's see if we can tap into a nitrate vein. And even if we don't, we'll get lots of stone and iron just from busting up the stone. But I'm sure we'll find one. In fact, I even found a little nitrate pocket just digging on the way down here, which we could tap into if we don't find anything else. I'm still working on getting my auger to 600. It's getting close. I have 15 more levels or points to go on it. It's pretty good even now, though, of course. And I've got maxed out mining skill, miner 69 or all that stuff. There's some nitrate. And some iron. RB lead. Okay, so let's tap into here. I'll certainly take the lead. Need that. Yeah. Mostly you just have to be careful of gravel falling on your head. One of the earlier alphas, I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it was really bad for cave-ins. But they made it a little better. You can still get cave-ins, but it's not quite as bad as it used to be. Have you played much Alpha 16? Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. Did you try and hop on the Empyrean server? after I put the new IP address in Discord? Oh, really? How many hours do you have in the game? $945? How many hours do I have? Let me take a look here. I have 1,524 hours in the game. I've been playing since Alpha 7. But actually, I have even more hours in Ark than I do in this game. I'm on break from Ark. I've played that game so much over the last 2 years. Over 2,000 hours in that game. So I haven't played it in a while. At some point I'll go back to it, I'm sure, but just taking a break from it for now. Plus, I'm not quite sure what to think about Aberration anyway. But I really shouldn't judge it until I try it out. It just looks kind of, you know, off the beaten track, so to speak. Whoa, that almost hit me. Alright, let's tap into these gravel pockets, expose some more ore. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I've kind of felt the same way too. It's like, okay, guys, quit adding all these stupid dinos and fix the game so it runs smooth. You know what I mean? It's a little bit much. And a lot of people got turned off when they added in the dinos that steal your shit. You know, like the little rodent thing. Can't remember what it's called now. And the bird that steals your stuff. It's like, come on. That is not fun. Okay, let's see here. I think what we'll do is probably start going upward. Let's tap into this a little more. Whoa, there's a cave-in. Looks like we got lots of juicy lead up here. One of the things I'm looking forward to is the Behemoth when they add it to 7 days and how that's going to change the way we play the game. I like the idea of, you know, something like that in the game that will actually, you know, make you afraid. Whoa, almost got hit by that one. Got a nice little stack of lead going there. Okay, so I think what we'll do here is let's just elevate her up. Yeah, because you found a Mugosaurus, right? Yeah, those little fuckers start with a... Their name starts with a P, but I can't remember exactly what they're called. Yeah, Emperion's pretty awesome, isn't it? Level 198. Almost to 200. I was saying earlier, before you came on, at least I think it was before you came on, that one of the things I really like about Emperion's building is, you know, the fact that you can hold your mouse button down and like lay a whole row or even a whole plane of blocks down at once. That's so nice to be able to do that. Wish we could do that in this game. Okay, so I think we need to follow the vein over that way. Let's make 50 of these. Grab a little bit more of this lead, and then I think we're going to search for some more nitrate. Oh, speaking of which, there's some nitrate. I'll take it. Right, yep. That is a nice system. I thought at one point that the Fun Pimps were, you know, considering doing something similar in this game too, but apparently they haven't. Or maybe that was just a dream I had, I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, I do like the new rotation system they added in Alpha 16. That's been really useful. I just don't like, though, that everything places at 90-degree angles in the game. It kind of limits you. There's some iron. Limits you in some ways. Like I was gonna actually have some rounded fronts on my mansion that I'm building there, but when I was messing around with it a little bit, I realized there's not really any nice way that I can, you know, make a roof, you know, the eaves for the roof and that sort of thing, if I use rounded blocks, because there's nothing that matches it. It's all wants to just do 90 degrees. Yeah, the copy rotation is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, where'd that nitrate go? Here's some right here. It's a nice iron pocket. I guess we'll tap into that. This is all good. We need it for steel. Okay, so the nitrate was kind of going off this way. What happens if we cut into this? Here, let's grab this lead. Into this gravel here. Be nice if we could find a big old juicy pile of nitrate. So you normally stay up this late, man? Probably, what, about almost 3 o'clock in the morning now? Where you are? There's nitrate. $2.30. Here we go. Here's some nice pockets here. Oh, rats, I lost some. I hate that. I have to try and remember to take it from the top down. Whoa, cave in. Pretty good size gravel pocket there. Oh, okay. What do you do for work, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, nice. My wife is a school teacher, too. But you probably teach adults more, or... Yeah, I know what ESL is, yeah. Doesn't the majority of the population in Brazil speak Portuguese? People of all ages? Okay. Alright, let's go back down here and tap into some more of this nitrate. We're out of gas. Man, I burned through like 3 stacks of gas. Okay, well, I guess we're done mining. I do have some gas on the bike I could grab, but... we got lots of iron. We got almost a full stack of lead. Plenty of stone. So, that's not a bad haul. I still have a decent supply of coal back at the house, too, so... it was really nitrate that I needed more than anything. Let's go see how much gas we do have in the bike. I might come back and tap into a little bit more of that. The official language is Portuguese, so I'd say all Brazilians speak Portuguese, but not the majority. I don't. Did I read that right? I don't understand what you mean. What does the majority speak then? Let's do one more gas tank's worth, and then we'll call it quits on the mining here. %100% is more than majority? I don't. What do you mean? What does 100% have to do with the price of tea in China? Oh. Okay, yeah, no worries. No worries. Here's some nitrate. I'm gonna pop this right here. And we still have a pocket right here of nitrate. Oh, nice. Do you find that the 11-year-old learns better or the 70-year-old? I guess it kind of really depends upon the person themselves, though, more than the age. Alright, we're just about out of fuel again. Let's grab that nitrate. Grab that nitrate. And this spot right here. Anything more visible? Yeah, right here. Alright, that's it. Oh, no it's not. We got more gas. They start thinking in the second language much faster? Okay. When people learn a new language, whether it's English or anything, are they able to, like, read it before they can speak it, or is it the other way around? I've never... I took a Spanish class in high school, but that's a long time ago. And only, like, you know, one trimester of it. So I never really, other than that, have tried to learn another language. It'd be nice to know another language. Valuable thing to know these days. $1.99. Nothing quite like mining in Alpha 16 for leveling, especially with an auger. I have quite a few skill points that I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. I'll just put them into gun skills. Okay, let's see. I guess we got more right here. That's it for the gas. After this runs out, we're done. We usually listen to much more than we could ever read. Huh, interesting. So, usually the spoken part comes first, okay. Because it's more natural. Alright. I guess that makes sense. I always get a kick at how sunlight can get down here all the way at the bottom of the world. All right, let's see. Any more visible pockets of nitrate? My guy's jumping all over the place. Right there, maybe? Yep. Okay. So you're saying as part of teaching the class, you have them watch movies and listen to music in English and that sort of thing? They rely more on translation? There's another spot. And one more gas. Here we go. Oh, we got 26 more nitrate. Okay, good. So we got a full stack of lead and change. And more nitrate. So I think that was a pretty good haul. That should get us a few more stacks of gunpowder and a bunch more buckshot. Almost a full stack of nitrate. Okay, so let's head on back. And it is day 97. So I'm probably going to have to head on back to the Horde Fort and get that wiring job finished. All right, let's grab this lead here since it's just sitting right here for the taking. It's all about authentic English. Yesterday I was explaining to an evangelical Christian that the song Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen was not a religious song by any means. And actually, when he sings Hallelujah, he means sex, basically. Okay. I never heard that before. What do you mean, though, by authentic English? You mean like not learning slang? Is that kind of what you meant by that? I want to make sure I don't get too close to the border of the wasteland there in case I hit a landmine. There's another thing of lead. Authentic because it's real. In other words, it's what people would just speak in their everyday life, kind of thing. That's kind of what you're getting at there? Ah, yep, okay. I know a few people that could stand to try and use even just some basic grammar. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game works when we have actual vehicles. I think they're a great idea, but like I was saying earlier, they're going to have to do something about, the collision on things like even trash bags, because that just doesn't, make sense. If I hit this trash bag with a Jeep, it should just go poof and not stop me at all. I can understand cinder blocks. Running into cinder blocks at least should be a pretty damn good bump, but not things like trash bags. Come on. So we'll see if they're going to do anything about that or not. Because the nice thing about the mini bike is, you can weave in and out of stuff. So. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so what if you get somebody that has never spoken a word of English in their life, and they take the first class at the most basic level, right? Do they have to reach a certain level, I guess, or level of proficiency before they can, move on to the next level class that's all in English? And what I mean by that is, the answer is obviously yes, they probably do, but is that there's some kind of a requirement that you have to get to this level before you can take the next class? All right, back at the ranch here. Let's get rid of that stuff. We're going to load up these forges, get them cranking here. That's a good supply of lead. And we're going to stuff these things to the hilt with iron. See if we can get some screamer action. Shotguns will take care of them, though. All right. Most important thing is how comfortable they use the English. If they've never spoken any given language, we start with simple associations. So you start teaching verbs, okay? Cool. And I suppose, how quickly it takes for them to catch on depends upon just the person themselves and aptitude and that sort of thing. But what would you say is an average time for, like in a 30-year-old adult to start picking it up? To the point where they can, move to the next level. Let's get some more of these going. shotgun shells. 896. So let's do 450 in here. And we'll do the rest in here. So we're getting there. We basically need 12 stacks. No, yeah, we need 12 stacks to completely fill up the turrets at the Horde Fort. Put some more wood in there. Keep that stuff going. For the months of January, February, July, and December, we have the entire level in 1 month. Huh. All right, so average person, right? Not somebody who's like really smart, right? But average person. If they went into the class and never having spoken English before, by the end of that month, would they be able to have a very basic conversation with someone like me? Or would they still be kind of, trying to figure it out? Bum, 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 bum. Put my 2 requisite fuel stacks back in there. I always make sure I have gas in that thing. All right. So we got iron. Let's get cranking on some more cement here. And get some more cement. I have got cement up the wazoo, but we're going to keep making it because we got the stuff to do so. Okay, so let's do this. Let's sort this. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 full stacks. So we'll make 2,000 in that one. $2,000 there. $2,000 there. $2,000 there, and then the rest of it we will cook up in here. Okay. Whoops. Misfire. Weapon misfire. That's very bad. That doesn't go in there. It goes in here. Probably need to repair this now. There we go. As long as the other person doesn't use too complex vocabulary, speaks slowly, and it doesn't matter the mistakes. The person will be able to produce simple phrases like yesterday I ate breakfast early, or even some technically wrong phrases like where do you work instead of where do you work. Okay. If you shift click the name from the list, it already pre-queues the most items you could craft. Yeah, I know that, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to distribute them evenly across all the concrete, so they all, more or less, I can make it as fast as possible. So I didn't want to put everything I could make just in one and have this make a whole shitload, and then these not having making anything. So that was why I did it that way. All right, cool, man. Let's put those in there. How did I get 500 of those? I must have. Oh, you know what? I thought I was making 50, and I probably typed in 500. That's okay. We'll use them. We're gonna need them for that thing out there anyway. All right. Well, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up now. We've been going for about 3 hours or so, and I got to work tomorrow. So, Mr. Nice Bobby, thank you very much, my friend, for joining me on the chat. It was good to have you here, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you again very soon. And we'll have to schedule a time to get together and play some Hyperion together on the server. And make sure you try the server out and let me know if it works. It should work now. Like I said, I pasted that IP address in on Sunday night, and then right after that they changed it, and they didn't say anything to me, and I didn't even realize it until I looked at it. So anyway, it's kind of weird. But anyway, thanks everybody again for coming and hanging out on the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep in mind that I do have a YouTube channel as well as a Twitch channel, and you can find the links to those down in the information panels of Twitch. I also have a Discord channel. You're welcome to come and join me there anytime you want to. And you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time around. Take care. All right, Bobby, I'll see you, man. I'll probably chat with you on Discord.